up, everybody? What's up, guys? And it's so nice outside. I really wanna go riding, but I have my club meeting tomorrow. That's like an hour from my house, so it's like I kind of want to go riding, but it's really nice out right now. It's like 80, might be warmer than that. Yeah, 81. And it's like sunny, like crystal clear sunny. All right, I'm gonna be right back, you guys. Yeah, it's like crystal clear, sunny, blue skies, hot. I really want to go out, but just to conserve on gas a little bit, because I know I gotta go do that thing tomorrow. So yeah. So I know it's a little late. I'm just getting on here, but it's 1:30. Honestly, I've just kind of been debating riding all morning. I was like, man, should I go? I was like, and it was like, well, I could just run uptown. I could just, I could just run to the next town over. I was like, just thinking that, I could run up, to Howell. I go up there all the time, drive through there. I'm like, I could just run through there. Yeah, I don't know. And I was like, well, I could play Warzone, but it's like I kind of want to be outside a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot, but
check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
So I did, you guys, I did.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I'm taking fire.
Bro, are you kidding me right now? I did,
Enemy soldier incoming. Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
I did take my computer apart and my PS5. I didn't take the PS5 apart, but I like unhooked it and I took it outside. I cleaned everything on it. Took it out, like blew it out. Took the I have a cooling station.
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to
Excuse
the
me.
safe zone.
Where I did because I have a cooling tower on it. It's basically just a little stand with fans in it to help your PlayStations run, keep them cool when they're running.
inbound. Mark a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it.
Definitely
Get
got
ahead
some
of the next
dust. Got some dust in my throat. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Apologize for that. Right in the mic. Yeah, just it was dusty because I I took them out. Took them out in the garage and took the leaf blower to them. Just stick that nozzle right up in them. That blows them out real good. But
Taking effective fire. Changing mags.
Help your squad mates secure the intel. If you join them, you'll speed up capture.
But God dang.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Switching mags.
Man, they really made these bots aggressive, man.
Check your map.
With their
Mark the point
movements
containing
and
enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
it's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
Changing mags.
Anyways, yeah, so see if we can run this dude over. But yeah, like I was saying, it was dusty out there. Like I sneezed a few times. I think now that I'm trying to talk to you guys, now it's like that's why all of a sudden I just had a coughing fit. So I was like, whoa, you're scratchy right now.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Got an airstrike here.
I had so off topic. I had a
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
an acquaintance from one of the gyms I worked at. And
Contact! Switching mags.
and where I used to live, So this would have been from years and years and years ago. Okay. Um, I mean, cause I've been right, cause I've been with my company for,
Enemy intel located.
you know,
Capture and secure the intel point.
why,
to
bro?
discover the
Like
next gas spread.
400 meters away.
Armor satchel here. Taking effective fire. Changing mags.
Your squad mate's site securing the intel. Join them to increase the speed of the capture. Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Switching mags.
Check the map. A monster point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread. Loadout drop headed your way. Help your squad mate secure the intel. If you join them, you'll speed up capture. Gas is moving in. Use
Yeah,
safe
anyway,
zone
sorry.
located.
I'm really just fucking this. I'm gonna report this team.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread. Bounty targets marked. Kill them all. Enemy hunters were taken out. You're in the clear.
Changing mags.
All bounty targets KIA. Well done. Your squad's in the safe zone. Losing ground.
I'm taking fire.
Precision airstrike available.
Armor satchel here.
Good job, bots.
Your squad mates in the Gulag. If they survive, they redeploy. The squad mate has entered the Gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy. Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now.
Dude's all like hell no, like he's all surprised they just got shit on.
Contact! Contact! Switching
Squad mate
mags.
is belly up. They're returning to base.
Man, you guys fucking suck.
Taking effective fire. Changing mags.
Buy me back. I'm ready to rock.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Enemy soldier incoming.
Contact! Contact!
Ugh, fucking garbage ass fucking players, man.
Incoming shots! Switching.
Gulag is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment. Fight started. An enemy squad is hunting you. Stay sharp. Earn redeployment or die trying.
Haven't seen these fucking pieces of shit the whole entire match.
Frag thrown.
Target down. Stand by for redeployment. You will.
I'm already dead.
All squad mates are in
Bring
the
your
safe
wood.
zone. We've got gas moving in.
I'm taking fire. Changing mags.
I'll return the favor.
Man down. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Contact! Contact! K7 lethal. Kill
Squad
me.
is belly up. Get this done on your own.
I'm taking fire.
25 remain.
Man, you guys are garbage, bro.
Dust yourself off, regroup, and get back out there.
I literally did not see you guys the whole entire match. Five kills, 6 kills. Jesus. Yep. And like I said, that's why we fucking report them. Like, first game on, garbage team. Nothing new there. Really surprised that person actually killed me there at the end. That was actually... That was a little crazy. Oh, yeah, so anyway, so, you know, back, so, you know, where I used to live, like I said, I had this, you know, acquaintance from a gym I worked at. And that was before that was before like I started this career where I'm at now. But anyways, you know, I'm a member of, you know, like the local, you know, like Facebook page or whatever. You know, just kind of the local, you know, connect page or whatever. So anyways, you know, every time like people post stuff, you know, I usually, you know, get the notifications or whatever. So I saw she had posted something, and I recognized her name. You know, she kind of has a unique first name and last name, and I was like, I saw it, and I was like, wait. And then, you know, so then I like looked at her profile, and I was like, you know, and I'm like, yeah, oh my god, I'm like, I know that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the, you know, that's the girl from the gym I used to work at. You know, so I sent her a friend's request and sent her a message, and yeah, she got back with me. She's like, you know, I was like, hey, I was like, you know, like, I think I know you from, you know, fitness, you know, fitness 19 or whatever, and she's like, I think so. She's like, I don't really remember. She's like, but you do look really familiar. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I live out in this, you know, I live out in the area. I came out here about 7 years ago or whatever. And then she's like, do you live out here? And I was like, well, I'm like, I do now. Yeah, that was just kind of cool.
Eliminate all targets.
Requesting changing mags.
Copy. Longbow 3-1 on approach. Strike inbound. Shots missed. No join.
Reloading.
Squad mates in the Gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy. Enemy soldier incoming.
Taking fire. Switching me.
Stupid fucking drop. It's such a dumb drop, you guys.
Now the fight starts. Be ready. You're next. Earn redeployment or die trying.
This guy just tells me 7 out of 10 times he goes there, he gets it. Fucking 1 out of 10 times.
Target down. Stand by for redeployment. You earned it.
Fucking 1 out of 10 times you get it.
I am back.
So
Finish the
fucking
fight.
stupid.
Recon contract marked.
You know, now we're, you know, no fucking, you know, now we have no money, no weapons. We've wasted 3 minutes of the, 5 minutes of the match fighting in the stupid tower there. And for what?
Point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread. Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining them will speed up the process.
For what? For a chance to get a perk that you can buy with just some looting? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know, sure, back in the day when
Armor
Well
pouch
done,
marked.
soldier. Check your map for the next gas
you know,
spread location.
back in the day when you
Recon contract marked.
had to, like, that was the only place to get specialist. Okay, different, like, sure, that makes sense. But now you can get specialist just by running a few missions and looting. So dumb. And like I said, now the few squads that are out here, they're getting fucking special, they all have loadouts and probably getting their
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
Changing mag.
What the fuck, bro?
I am in your debt.
Offline.
Loading!
Your squad mates started securing the intel. Join them to increase the speed of the capture. Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. Vulnerable buy station marked. Head to the buy station before time runs out to get a discounted item. Buy station vulnerability exploited. Good work, team. Discount is applied.
Switching mags!
Shit. They took it.
Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is inbound. Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Care package ready for delivery. Napalm strike standing by.
Found a mortar strike. Changing mag.
to the AO.
Eyes on enemy.
Switching mags!
Raider approaching LAR, raining fire. This is Raider 1-9er. Strike mission completed as tasked.
Buy me back.
Supply boxes marked. Secure those locations.
Enemy helo marked!
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Mark the target.
Supply box secured. 2 to go.
Changing mags. Reinforcing armor. Not this time.
Two supply boxes secured. 1 remaining.
Reloading!
Contract complete. All supply boxes secured.
Threats in the area. Disregard that. Moving! Detachment! Moving here. You will not die here. Enemy in the air. Disregard that.
Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location.
Enemy here. I cancel last. Taking effective fire.
You good?
Many thanks. Got movement.
You're clear. Enemy hunters were eliminated. Waypoint marked.
Buy me back.
Loading.
Marking target location.
will not let you die.
Enemy soldier
That
incoming.
was close.
Reinforcing armor.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Buy me back. Buy me back. Buy me back.
Loading. Custom weapon here.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Broke their armor.
Armor pouch marked.
Changing mags.
Loot here. Armor pouch marked. Contact! Still alive.
Hostile shooter. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Gulag locked down. Area's clear. Loadout drop headed your way. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
All on me
Fucking
now.
grappling hook.
Tactical front. Under fire. Inserting additional armor. Tactical front.
Buy me back. You won't regret it.
You're losing ground. Moving.
Loading new mag.
Only 10 were left.
Ugh. That team sucked. Yep, and that's why we reported them. See, so that right there, that's on the fucking, again, that's on the players, because they're trying to hold fucking airport and they suck, you know. You know, you're trying to hold this you're trying to hold this area that you're not good at.
Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone.
Taking fire!
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Changing mags!
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
Bullshit.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up. Stand by. Enemy dropping into the AO. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone. Battle Royale. You've got gas closing in fast. Double time into the safe zone.
I know we don't really talk a lot of politics on here, and you know I'm not a big politics person. But man, these people protesting ICE and bullshit, it is fucking comical. I find it comical watching these people, you know, watching these people mob mentality. Fucking shit, bro.
One supply box down. 2 remain.
You know, watching these fucking pieces of shit, like, you know, oh fuck you ICE, you're a bunch of fucking pussies, standing there with a megaphone and shit, right? They're like, oh fuck you guys, you're a bunch of bitches and blah, you know, just like being so disrespectful and degrading, right? But I find it absolutely comical then when, you know, ICE is like, either they're getting too close or, you know, maybe they're getting a little
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
too rowdy or whatever, and then,
Supply box is secure.
you know, or
Contract complete.
whatever the case is, maybe they're trying to get vehicles through, they're blocking the road, and then when the agents all start to assemble and they come out and like everybody, you know, or even, you know, like, you know, a few months, you know, back in the winter when they were like rioting a little more, and, you know, again, they were doing the same shit, but then they'd like come out and like start shooting the fucking,
If you reach it in time, you'll receive a discount.
shooting the pepper balls or whatever, and then like everybody just fucking scatters. They scatter like fucking just honestly the rats they are. And it's just so comical. It's like, yeah, you guys are so fucking tough. Like, you know, standing there in a mob talking shit, you know.
Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
Like, y'all won't put your hands on them. You know, y'all won't like put your hands on them or swing on them, but you'll stand there and call them a bunch of pussies and run your mouth. You know. But y'all won't swing on them. Like, swing on them. You know, they're such you know, and I know some of you are gonna be like, oh well, yo, like Fox, you know, they're in groups. Like, it's not fair. They're in groups and have guns.
My station is closed.
You know, and it's like, yeah, like, no shit, like, yeah, no shit, guys, like, they're law enforcement, they're supposed to, like, they do that for their safety and the safety of others, you know. And also, I just want to add on the same argument, the rioters and the protesters are in groups. They're in groups as well. So, you know, like don't forget that. You know, and they're the ones being violent. You know, they're throwing shit. They're, you know, they got those whistles and they're like blowing those whistles in people's faces and right up in their ears. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. If someone pulled some shit like that to me, I would fucking lay them right out. No joke. You walk up to me and fucking blow a fucking referee whistle right in my ear, you're probably gonna fucking lose your teeth. You know, I can only you know, I mean, we've all heard loud noises. I can only imagine how piercing that is. You know, I would almost see that as a threat, you know, to my life. You know, I would see that as a threat to my safety, and like in a physical attack. So I would defend myself accordingly. I would incapacitate you.
Supply box secured. Move to the next one.
You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you guys do that?
You've got a loadout drop inbound. 2 supply boxes down. 1 to go. Gas is inbound.
Well,
Marking
we're
new safe
definitely
zone.
not gonna fucking win this, but. But yeah, these people are. Just stay home, you guys. Stay home. Mind your business. Let them do their jobs. You know.
Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
You know, I know you guys, you know, hate the president, don't agree with him. You know, a bunch of dumb shit. You know. So this is your way of, you know, like basically like a little kid having a tantrum. Yeah. Bro, I watched this dumb bitch last night. I watched this reel. So I don't know if it was the president or what, but it was there was some kind of motorcade
Get to the safe zone.
going through,
Gas is
and
inbound.
they had the road blocked off. They had cops were all over the place. The cops were like on the side of the road. You know, the cops were on the side of the road. They had metal barricades up, and they had police tape up. You know, so like 1000%. You know, you know where you need to be.
I've marked a point on your map containing enemy intel. ahead of the next gas spread.
So this person, this, you know, reporter, and I'm using that term loosely. She's probably like a freelance reporter, just fucking shows up on her phone, you know, shows up with her phone or whatever. Oh, she was yeah, classified or identified herself as an organizer. She's like, I'm media, I'm an organizer. So, but anyway, so when the motorcade goes through, she runs under the tape and then through the barricade, you guys. So she goes under the tape through the barricade. Under the tape through the barricade and like runs out towards the vehicles as they were moving through. And the officers grab her, you know.
Contract failed. The objective's been lost.
They like rush her. They rush her and then like, you know, get back and push her back behind the barricade. And she's like, oh, fuck you guys, fuck you. And they're like, you're, you know, and then they're like, you're getting locked up. And they fucking, you know, and so the, you know, I'm guessing probably the officer in command, you know, made that, you know, like, yep, you're getting locked up. So they do just that. So they take her in, and she's just fucking, you know, oh, fuck you guys, I'm an organizer, I have media, you know, I thought I could go through there, and it's like no one else was in there. Like, what the fuck, you know. But then she starts screaming. She's like, what was she doing? She's like, oh, you know, yeah, where she's like, oh, you know, media, you know, I'm the media, and, or whatever, you know, I thought it was. You know, I thought it was, you know, I thought it was okay, or some dumb shit. But then she goes on and she's like, you know, but then she goes on and then she starts screaming like, the president's a pedophile. You guys support that? Like, oh my God, like, you know, you guys are support. And it was like such a, like, what are you even talking about right now?
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind. Primary objective complete.
You know, it's like,
All targets eliminated.
what are you even talking about right now? Are you defending your, you know, like, what are you defending right now? Like, are you defending, like, because it doesn't really seem like you're defending
Hunt them
your
down.
action, like. Yeah, it's like, you know, are you... Yeah, it's like, are you, like, wait, are you defending your actions, or are you attacking the president? Like, because you're, like, saying both right now. You know, like, you're explaining, like, you know, you're trying to explain yourself, but then in the same breath, same sentence, you start screaming that the president's a pedophile, they're protecting him, or what the fuck ever.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Yeah, but yeah, basically she sounded like borderline insane, to be honest. You know, and then, you know, and I will say, you know, to stereotype.
Objective simple.
You know, a lot of these, like, a lot of these, like, protesters and really far left people have very similar trademarks, stereotypes about them. You know, the way they dress.
All bounty targets are KIA. Well done.
Bro. Oh. Yeah, the way they dress, their beliefs, but also their, you know, a lot of people say their eyes.
Fight to earn redeployment.
Well, you have fun playing solos. You're an awful teammate. I'm not playing with you, bro. You're fucking trash. Fucking first time I saw you that whole match, you drove right through that fucking gunfight. Yeah, but like the facial expressions, like, and the they, you know, they say crazy eyes. They all have the crazy eyes, and a lot of them do. And and then like her going from like, oh, I thought I'm an organizer, like I thought I could go through there, and then the very next, the president's a pedophile, you guys are protecting him. But she's like screaming this, like it sounds crazy the way she's screaming it. Like screaming something doesn't make it more true. And then just the look. And and
Use this time for some
I don't know,
target
man.
practice. The real thing's coming soon. Enemy soldier incoming.
I've been hit!
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
Yeah, it's a it's a lot, and I feel don't get me wrong, like I know some people have been hurt and died out at these protests by the hands of officers, but it was the same thing when they were, like whenever there's
Be advised, gas is closing in.
whenever there's riots, man, like there's people out there to do good things, and they're trying to stand for change, but the majority of people, they're out there to do stupid shit. They're out there doing stupid shit. It's just like when they say, like, yeah, during like some of the, they're like, oh, this was a mostly peaceful protest.
I've marked the point containing enemy intel nearby.
Mostly
Capture it for information on the next
mostly
gas spread.
peaceful. Like, it should be 100% peaceful. This should be 100% peaceful protest. Mostly peaceful doesn't cut it for me. And that's but yeah, and then the police are getting involved, and pushing and shoving starts, and yeah, people get hurt, and
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
yeah, that is super unfortunate, but also
Target LDBR.
if you're out there causing the trouble,
Loading!
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Here's a bounty contract.
You know, you're
Switching mags.
I can't go through that. You know, you're
Head through the gate location.
you know, you're out there causing
I'm reloading.
you're out there causing the trouble, like, you know, I don't, you know, and I'm not gonna drop names, and I don't want to get into this, and I don't want to, you know, bring heat on myself or followers of my channel,
Be advised.
you know,
Still have squad
but
mates outside the safe zone.
you know, if you're out there parking your car, you know, blocking traffic of law enforcement duties, and you've been asked and then also lawfully ordered multiple times to move, you know,
Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
and you don't, you know, and then when they go to extract you from the vehicle, and then you want to punch it and take off, and hit one of them, you know, and you end up either injured or incapacitated permanently.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Oh,
Change your
you
mags.
know, that's you know, that's a really stupid decision on your part.
All bounty targets destroyed.
You know
Hell
what I
of a
mean?
job.
Recon contract marked.
You know, just like, I think there was a young man who there was a young man who
Loading new mag.
his eye, he got hit in the eye.
Assault rifle here.
He got hit in the eye with like a beanbag or something, and it like fucked his eye up, like, and I think they said he might not be able to see out of his eye anymore. You know, why were you there? You know, why were you there? While I was there protesting. Okay,
Enemy
well,
intel located. Capture
when
and
it
secure the
started,
intel point to discover the next gas spread.
you know, while I was there peacefully protesting, and I got, you know, and I was wrongfully shot at,
Armor satchel marked.
and that sounds fucking stupid just saying it out loud. You know, but right, like my point is, like, oh, I was, you know, your response is, oh, well, I was peacefully protesting, and, you know, I got caught in
Armor
a
satchel
line of fire. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, so you were there peacefully. So my argument is, you know, and I call bullshit on that. First off, my argument is, okay, if you were there peacefully, then
Kill streak tablet here.
then how come the second it started going unpeacefully, when they started, you know, because they don't just they don't just come out and start, you know, they don't just come out and start shooting at you. You know, they come out, they give you guys, they give them warnings.
Nice job,
They
Tom.
come out, they
Stay there
start
until
lining
the
up.
intel point. Your squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
You know what I mean?
Your squad mates
So-
on the fight. They're redeploying now.
So when it started becoming unpeaceful, when
Gas is closing in.
when units
Relocating safe zone.
when units started showing up in force, when they started coming out in tactical gear, when they started giving
Great work. You've earned a peek at the next
giving
gas
the
spread.
warnings that they were gonna start fucking you guys up. Why didn't you leave?
I'm reloading.
You know, right?
Get me
Because
eyes in the
because
sky.
that
Vulnerable buy station detected. Proceed to the buy station before time runs out to receive a discounted item.
that would have avoided that.
Incoming! Switching mags.
No. Had you went
Move to
home,
the safe zone. You've got gas
You know,
moving in.
because you're like, oh shit, this is, you know, this is getting hectic out here. It's getting a little scary. I should get out of here. You know. And you would have been okay. You know. But you chose to stay out there. You chose to stay in the chaos. You chose to participate in the chaos. And you got fucked up.
Contract complete. You've
That's
earned
what
a
happened.
discount.
Logging UAV request.
Here's a bounty contract. Taking effective fire! Solid.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You know, you stayed there. You chose to stay in the chaos, participate in the chaos.
Your objective's simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
That was close. Done.
You know, that's on you.
Loading!
And yes, you know, I'm I'm sorry, but I do not feel, you know, I don't feel bad.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
You know,
Change your max.
you know. Like I said, don't get it twisted. Don't twist my words and be like, oh, you're a piece of shit. Like, you don't care
Gas is
about
inbound. Marking
people's
new
rights.
safe zone.
No, I do. I do care about people's rights and I care about people's safety. But what I'm not going to get behind is all the manufactured civil unrest over people's dumb actions, you know. And like I said, you know, the dude
Enemies are
that
dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
Taking effective fire. Reloading.
you know, the
Hunt contract here. Switching max.
you know, like the dude that, you know, lost his eye. You know,
Inserting armor.
you know, people
Get your squad to the safe zone.
might say something
Leave no
like,
one
"Oh,
behind.
like, bro, what if that was your kid?" Well, hopefully, you know, my kid. Bro, where the fuck did he go?
Loading.
You know, I'm hoping my kid would be smarter than to not fucking be there doing dumb shit. You know, provoking law enforcement
High value
and,
target located. Bring them down.
you know, trying to get herself hurt.
Heads up. An enemy squad marks you as a bounty target.
You know, and then, you know, God forbid if it was that, you know,
Grenade. Target area marked. You cleared hot.
Get me eyes in the sky.
Copy that. 113.
Recon in my location.
All
Eyes
bounty
up.
targets
Sector's
destroyed. Hell of a job.
No hit. Go again.
Reloading.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Easy peasy.
Attack me! I've been hit! Got movement here. Disregard that.
Head to the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Contract failed. Objective lost.
Reloading!
But yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry for the political talk. I've been seeing
Earn redeployment
apparently
or die trying.
they've been apparently I think the rioting's been getting the protesting's been getting a little worse.
Target down. Stand by
I don't know.
redeployment.
Need medical. Back in the AO.
Hostile mover.
Get some napalm on my target.
I'm hit! I'm getting stitched up! Taking effective fire!
Oh my god.
Stun grenade!
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. The squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy.
Great no skill there, guys.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
It's always my teams.
location.
Your squad takes your release. Get ready to redeploy.
On the way!
UAV request.
Fight.
No more fighting in the gulag. Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Your squad
Change
to the
your
top
back.
5.
Tagging enemy.
You're in
I've
the
been
top
hit.
3. Don't let up now.
Hostile mover.
Only 2 left.
Took a shot! I'm reloading! Changing mags!
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Inserting additional armor. Visual on Deadeye drone. I'm hit. Watch out, Deadeye spotted. Visual on Deadeye drone. Taken out. Switching mag. Inserting additional armor.
safe zone. Got gas moving in.
Inserting additional armor.
Marking enemy.
Attack me.
Teammate, man.
Subtext is coming.
Less than 5 were still standing. Next time we'll take that victory. Valiant effort.
It'd be
Keep
so
your head
nice
up
to
and
have
return to base for debrief.
actual players, good players. All right.